All right. Hello, everyone. This is Chris. I'm a senior ambassador at Moonbeam, and I focus on the Chinese-speaking market and been building the Telegram, WeChat, and Discord group. Basically, anything related with Moonbeam, you can come and ask me or other ambassador that are focusing on this market. Today, we have Ryan from Zoombies. Moonbeam Universe is a program to connect builders that building project on Moonbeam with the community. So if you're also a builder and you're looking to build Moonbeam, do come talk to us or talk to the Moonbeam team. All right, and I would like to say something to the Chinese community as well. 大家好，我是 Chris 大家可能知道我是区外先生，那我同时呢也是这个 Moonbeam 的这个资深的 Ambassador。然后呢，今天这个活动呢，最主要的事情呢，就是要来连接这个 Moonbeam 的生态上面的项目呢，跟它的这个社区。那 Ryan 呢是 Zombie.worlds， 然后他在做一个很酷的一个 NFT 项目，然后做在这 Moonbeam 上面。所以今天可以透过这个活动呢，来认识 Zoombies， 然后认识 Moonbeam， 然后待会呢会有个活动在 Gather Town， 让大家可以有更进一步的认识。All right. So I'll turn it to Ryan. Ryan, could you tell us a little bit about your background and what you've done in crypto and so on? Thanks.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, so a quick kind of overview of my background with, how I kind of got into the space here. So I've been a web developer for, probably too long, since the late 90s. But I got into crypto in around 2012, doing a bit of trading with Bitcoin and altcoins and kind of getting into that space. And then in parallel to that, around 2014 or so, developed on the Facebook platform. We actually developed a game called Zombie Pets with some of these characters that you'll see here and in Zoombies. It was a virtual world, did very well. We had about 1 million players in there. So got used to community development and programs like affiliate programs and things like that. Learned a lot. But we had to shut down the system when the technology changed and we were using Flash and moved over to HTML5. So that was depressing for us and for our players. So when we saw in 2017 with Ethereum that you can launch NFTs and ownership could be forever on the blockchain, that was very exciting. We thought it'd be great for players and communities to own their assets forever. So since then, we started prototyping a system, Cryptos cards, and looking at how Cryptokitties worked and CryptoPunks. Took some ideas from that, innovated, and yeah, now we're really excited to see where the space goes and glad to be a part of it.
Awesome. Yeah. Seeing the NFT boom in the recent months, it's really exciting. And it really, I think closed the gap between non-technical and technical people, and also closed the gap for people that are not super into crypto, but, but love art, love gaming, and NFT kind of connects that. And it's really excited to see Zoombeam building on Moonbeam. So could you give us an overview about it and how it works? Thanks.
Sure. I'll kind of walk through some of the highlights of it. We'll make this slide deck available after, and then I'll show you a live demo. Yeah, Zoombies is a play-to-earn NFT collectible card system. So the scarcity of the cards in the world are based on both the rarity and the additions in the mint. So you can mint both limited and unlimited edition cards to complete collectible sets, and you're also earning Zoom tokens. So let me see here. I'll kind of walk through each of these kind of areas. So we have these cards that are minted. It's kind of a breakdown of the information that's on the cards. So we have different rarity that are minted, epic being the most epic and common being common. And there's like a probability distribution of how many of those types will exist in the universe. So each of these cards have additions. So they're minted. So as you know, NFTs are unique tokens. So we addition stamp each of the NFTs that are minted. They are different sets that the cards belong to. And then we use the Zoom token as a way to basically unlock different minting and card costing. So the cards can flip over and you can see different information. We have a minting shop where people can go as cards get released. So when we go in there, I'll show you in a few minutes in the demo. When cards get released, it will indicate how many cards are available in that edition. And there's a timer that will release them. So people can come in there. So this is where the minting button would appear. And there is a cost to mint. Some of them are free. So if you have the correct kind of Zoom balance, so Zoom is an ERC20 token. So if you have enough ERC20 tokens staked, you can actually unlock or mint at cost. If not, we have a Zoom Fast Pass, which means you'll pay more. So you can just pay to override if you don't have the Zoom balance and just mint that card if it's available. When these limited editions get minted out, you'll see a sold out button, and forever from that point on, you'll never be able to mint again. You'll have to go to the markets to buy from players that were able to mint them. The minting shop also has booster credits. So boosters are another type of NFT that's available. They're minted out of like what we call like the booster side of the system. So you can buy these minting credits. You are earning Zoom when you do buy these credits. And every 8 hours, you can actually claim 2 of these free booster credits. So come back every 8 hours and just claim 2 boosters for free and then go and mint your cards, your NFTs. So built into the app, we have a wallet, like an NFT crypt, we call it. And this is where you can look at your collection. So you can view, sort, and search. You can, search by rarity. You can sort by edition number. You can sort by whether you've minted out of the booster side or from the shop side of the system. And then we also have a function to sacrifice your NFTs. So you might say, well, why would you ever want to burn an NFT or sacrifice it? The way the system's designed is that we have 2 types of editions. We have limited editions that will appear, I think you can see my mouse, like this. So you'll say, you've minted number 2 of 66 total. So that's a limited edition set, where you'll have unlimited editions that can come out of the boosters, meaning that they'll create editions forever. So once these numbers start to climb, you may say, well, you know what, I don't think I really want this card. You can sacrifice it, and then you will actually earn a sacrifice amount. Actually, it's on the back of the card in Zoom tokens. So I'm not sure if I'm explaining it that well, but I think once you kind of get in, if you go on the test net and play around with it, it makes a lot more sense, and we can kind of do that in a minute. So also in the NFT crypt, I said we can burn, and that's how you earn your Zoom tokens. You can also gift your NFTs to other players or other wallets. Again, they're totally compatible ERC 721 NFT tokens. So everything that you can do with the standard NFT, these Zombie NFTs can do the same. We've also built in a wager system. So there are default probabilities that are clearly indicated like inside of the app, so you know what your probabilities are, but basically it's roughly like less than 1% to pull an epic out of the booster pack. You can pull out a rare, it's about 5% chance, and then 25% of getting an uncommon, and then almost 70% chance of getting a common card. So when you hit mint booster NFT, you're actually using these probabilities to mint a card, and you're going to get some random card that comes out. We have an option to kind of slide that probability. So it's like a betting system where you can actually burn your Zoom tokens. And again, you might say, well, if there's a value to these Zoom tokens, why would you burn them? It's kind of like a inflation deflation control mechanism where, if you have some excess, because you're generating Zoom, or you may, buy or trade or sell them on the markets, you may have an excess at some point. You might say, you know what, I want better NFTs. So you can actually slide this probability, burn some of your Zoom, and it'll change the probability outcome of pulling a better card. So a fun little mechanic in there where you can kind of try some things out. And probably the most important part of the system, so take note, the system has a built-in on-chain play-to-earn affiliate reward system. So this is what I would advise that you do as soon as you get into Zoombies is share your affiliate link. If people sign up under your affiliate link, then you will earn 20% Zoom rewards for their actions when they generate Zoom. So they'll get their full amount and you get 20%. So we have like a live counter. So you can actually just sit and watch. Like if you have a lot of affiliates, you could watch your Zoom balance just grow, not actually have to do much, just promote your affiliate link. Your affiliates are incentivized to link you as their sponsor. They will be able to mint a free platinum card as soon as they link you. Linking is like a one-way operation. So as soon as somebody links you as their sponsor, it's permanent, it can't be undone. And therefore you will always continue to receive these Zoom rewards. So that we feel is a great kind of mechanism built into the system, and it's all on chain. And the goal eventually will be to have dashboards and information that can help you determine, how much you're generating or earning in your affiliates network. Yeah, so that's kind of the overview. Did you have any questions that came up right away?
I mean, we'll save the question later. Just a reminder, later we have an event at GatherTown, which will send you a link where everyone can join, GatherTown, and then approach Ryan or me to ask anything related with Zombie. All right, so and this is awesome. It's great to see these type of work that's been built already, and then it's also great to see that it really showed the EVM compatible part, where I think it really connects the bridges between Moonbeam, Moonriver, and also Ethereum, and then so this also shows to other builder that it's it's doable, and that whatever they're building already on Ethereum, it's possible to to push it on Moonriver and later on Moonbeam. Yeah. So my next question to you is, why do you choose to build on Moonbeam, and what do you like about it? Thanks.
So we chose to build on Moonbeam because we were looking for exposure to the Polkadot ecosystem. Moonbeam was presented, Moonbeam and Moonriver are presented as complete EVM compatibility, which we're like, no way, let's see if this thing really works. But yeah, once we got into Moonbase Alpha, we're like, wow, yeah, it's very, very straightforward for us as developers to bring our platforms over to the Moonbeam platform. So yeah, we're very pleased and confident with PureStake as the Moonbeam Foundation, the development, the stability. Yeah, we're very invested in that.
Awesome. And you've shown a lot of work that's already done. What is your experience developing on Moonbeam? Any obstacle, and how does it feel? Yeah.
We've been really pleasantly surprised over and over of how supportive the ecosystem has been. We're able to get support, pretty much immediately. We go into the Discord channel as a developer. We're, talking to our community in Telegram, and we were able to launch a fully functional beta on the testnet using the no value dev token. So that's been great to really kind of hammer out the experience for Zoombies, working out any final bugs, testing the wager system. So yeah, really, really pleasantly surprised. We've launched contracts onto Ethereum and on the Binance Smart Chain. And in both of those previous experiences, it felt kind of very lonely, like we're just kind of like solo running out there. It's almost intimidating and kind of unsupportive and kind of lost. You're lost out there. So I feel like this, ecosystem with the Moonbeam Foundation and community has been really supportive, and we really think that's really going to build one of the most successful EVM platforms. So very happy to be here. We feel like Moonbeam was like, more like when you go to university, they give you all the facilities, they give you all the support systems, you get to go to the socials and, mingle, and then that gives you, the base that you need to kind of be successful. So yeah, we're really excited to see where we go from here.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great to hear. And I think the same experience has been echoing around other founder and builder as well. that are building on it, the amount of support they get, and how a seamless experiment and experience where if they need an Oracle, I mean they need testnet or an Explorer or other building tool is right there, and I also have the community support as well, plus the engineering team that's there to help out. So yeah, and lastly, would like to, I think a lot of audience would like to know, what does the timeline look like? What is the roadmap ahead for Zombie? And, when can we expect and start playing around it? Yeah.
Good question. So yeah, we have a bit of a roadmap kind of laid out. So yeah, the timelines are, we're pretty much here. We've been working on our testnet for, geez, I don't know, I want to say over a month or so. So we were in development, then we got on the test net and been iterating. I think we went through about 4 versions on there. It's live. You can still go test it today. So after this, I invite everybody to kind of jump in if you haven't already. There's instructions on there. MetaMask will connect. That's probably the most straightforward way. Mobile and browser plugin are both being tested and compatible. So next step is that we're actually launching, deploying onto Moonriver on the mainnet tomorrow morning. So our sites will be updated and there's countdowns on there. When we deploy, we'll be deploying the full Zoombies like contracts for NFT minting and the Zoom token ERC contract. So that token sale will go live at that time. And then kind of the next steps right after that will be really probably the first thing is going to be visibility and liquidity. We've learned a lot from our deployments on the other platforms about what makes communities work and what is the best value for our players. And it really is liquidity and visibility. So it's getting more exposure of the project to new audiences and getting enough liquidity so that when people want to sell or buy or move their tokens around, whether they're NFTs or the ERC tokens, that there's enough places to do that. So we'll be focusing on the exchanges and the swaps and then the trackers like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. So that's really, I think, our first priority right after launch, and ensuring, community needs are met through the Telegram support. Right after that, we'll be looking at the NFT market integrations. So again, we have experience doing this, so integrating should be straightforward. So we'll be discussing with the different Moonriver NFT markets and determining, how we can get up and running with them as fast as possible. And then beyond that, we would be, and in parallel, looking to build more value for our affiliate system. So we recognize people kind of build businesses on these systems and would like to have the data available to determine, who in their affiliate network is performing and, and how they're doing. So we would really like to enhance that. I think another huge tool that is needed is a valuation tool. So when you have these large minting collections, like say CryptoKitties in the past and what Zoombies can be in the future, you need valuation tools. So there's ways that people will say, well, what's my card worth if I'm edition print number 2000? How does that fit into the entire ecosystem? So with all of the data that we have available between people sacrificing cards and minting cards and editions counts climbing, we're looking at building a valuation tool that will help people identify what your rarity and scarcity is in the world. And then you can take it to market and decide what you need to do. Another thing that we think would be highly valuable is a Zoom to NFT market. So again, nobody else is going to build a market like this because that's not of interest to them, because they're doing, like, you'll see mover to NFT market and you'll see Zoom to mover markets. But a Zoom to NFT market, maybe you just want to do straight up, selling an NFT or buying an NFT with Zoom tokens. So that's something that we think would be really cool. Beyond that, it's just adding more NFT utility. I'm not sure, where what I see, it's maybe this is my own opinion, but what I see kind of the evolution of the NFT space is, we're seeing NFTs as this new invention. We're seeing different kind of iterations of trying to think. The big buzz is like the art collection market. So art's great.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate it, and people are kind of have them in their collections, but I really see utility or, NFT utility is kind of the next stage, because these are gamified, kind of play to earn models. What do we do with these NFTs? So like betting games, collectible card systems and battles. And ultimately if we could, I'd love to bring back a virtual world habitat, our original zombie pets creation. All these NFTs, the assets that we're using are actually fully animated little characters. So right now you're seeing them as static cards, but it'd be amazing if we can bring them back as like truly animated little cards. So these are all dreams and, coming down the pipeline, the other ones, but definitely these early ones are things that we've been through before. We know, the liquidity and visibility are huge. So yeah, and then in the future, I'd love to, go develop a DAO for this whole project, because I really think the community and the ownership, the collective ownership, should drive decision making in the future. What cards and kind of, how they come out, and other models that could be developed. Like the community might say, you know what, the affiliate system is more important than, I don't know, a sacrifice feed. So yeah,
for sure.
Lots of exciting things.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks so much. I think obviously, right now, last year was a DeFi summer, and then this year with Axie and multiple other games showing success, it seems like GameFi, and NFT, they're seeing explosive growth, and many of them has, different tokenomic. For example, Axie, they have a 2-token model where they have SLP and Axie. So it's always interesting to see, different projects trying out different token mechanic to fit the, the ecosystem. And also it also shows kind of a way to experience the game. So play to earn has been that kind of a hit word that it's almost like saying, Bitcoin is go, play to earn type of thing. People just want to play and earn some money, right? So it's exciting to see these timeline and roadmap, and we'll love to see more builders like Zombie to build on Moonbeam, and then to try out different things, for example, GameFi, DeFi, and NFT, of course. And I think this is one of the earliest NFT project I'm seeing on Moonbeam, and really exciting. I'm sure the listener are also, excited to ask new question about it, just like some of the tokenomic we mentioned, the affiliate program. So if you have any more questions, save them, and we'll show a GatherTown link where you can walk around, check out the Moonbeam building, have fun. And then, thank you everyone who participate today's event. And then if you would like to, join any other event, or if you're a builder, please contact one of the ambassador or the team member. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.